What's up, y'all? It's Chris. Here to do my super late UFC 104 predictions. Anyone that saw my previous video knows my last laptop caught a virus, dead. So I've been waiting to get this new one. I bought it on Tuesday, but it had Windows 7 installed, so couldn't get it till Thursday. They didn't ship it. I didn't get it till just a little while ago today. Had to set it up and whatnot. You know the deal. Anyways, I'm gonna run through these prelim bouts real quick. I want to watch the weigh-ins, which are in 11 minutes. So real quick, Chase Gormley, Stephon Struve. I got Gormley by decision. Kyle Kingsbury versus Razak El Hassan. Go with Kingsbury by decision. Bader versus Schaefer. Ryan Bader by second round TKO, ground and pound. Jorge Rivera versus Rob Kimmins. Go with Kimmins by submission, late first. Pat Berry versus Anthony Hardong. Don't forget, two of these prelims are on Spike TV free an hour before the event starts live. Both are kickboxers, trained in the past. Hardong's bigger, probably stronger. So for that reason, I'm going to go with him. But it should be, hopefully it'll just stay on the feet. These guys will just throw down. Yushin Okami gets Chael Sonnen. I want Okami to win. I want Okami to get his long overdue title shot. So Okami by decision, hopefully. All right, moving on to the televised card. First bout, Anthony Johnson against Yoshiyuki Yoshida. Yoshida's coming off that. Actually, I don't know if that was his last fight, but last fight I remember, he got blasted out by Josh Koscheck. Got stood up and just got his head knocked off. Anthony Johnson, the guy's a stud, man. He's got all the ability in the world. Just needs to work on the cardio a little bit, get a little more focused in fights, and could be looking at a future champ. You never know. He's definitely got the tools. I'll go with Johnson to win this by either decision or TKO. I mean, if Koscheck TKO Yoshida, I don't see any reason why Anthony Johnson can't, who I think is much better on the feet than Josh. Joe Stevenson, Spencer Fisher. Should be a pretty good fight. Spencer's got the stand-up advantage. Joe Daddy's got the advantage on the ground. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Plus, he's got that sick guillotine. I think they should call Joe Daddy the guillotine machine. Because once he locks that on, it's over. But, you know, I think Joe's got the wrestling to put Spencer down whenever he wants to for the most part. Spencer's better on the feet, but he doesn't have really KO power. And Joe, you know, he's got a pretty solid chin. So I look for Joe to either catch Spencer in that guillotine or just win a decision. Should be a pretty good fight, though. Both you guys put on pretty entertaining fights for the most part. Next up, Josh Neer, Gleason to Bow. Gleason got screwed, I heard, in his last bout against Melvin Gillard. I didn't see it. I'm a fan of Melvin, so I was glad Melvin won. Neer lost to Pellegrino. Pretty competitive bout. I actually thought Neer would win that fight, but I was wrong. Wow. You know what? I think Neer's a better all-around fighter, but the way that Pellegrino put Neer on his back kind of controlled him there. I think Gleason Tabao is bigger and stronger than Pellegrino and could probably pretty much do the same. On the feet, I think Neer gets better of it, but I think Tabao's size and strength advantage is going to allow him to win a possibly not too exciting decision, but I see Tabao taking this by decision. Cain Velasquez against Ben Rothwell. If you didn't see UFC Countdown, make sure you watch it. Really good piece on Ben Rothwell. Learned a lot more about him than I had previously known, you know, and I haven't watched this guy fight since IFL days. So, as for the fight itself, basically he got a wrestler guy against a striker. Cain had some trouble in his last fight against Che Congo, who was a striker as well. You know, he got caught, and he got stunned pretty bad. But whenever he got stunned, he was able to get Cain on his back. Yeah, I mean, Congo on his back. My bad. Sorry, camera's messing up. Had to click something. Anyways, Rothwell doesn't have the best takedown defense. He's a big guy, he's bigger. I'd say he's probably stronger than Cain, but I think Cain is just going to apply the smart game plan like he did against Che Congo. Try to put Ben on his back and win a decision, ground and pound. And I think he'll be able to do it. You know, Rothwell does got some power, but I don't think he has the quickness in the strikes that Congo has and was able to catch Cain with. Plus, I think Cain will be more prepared after being stunned numerous times in his last fight. Thus, I see Cain Velasquez taking a decision here. Main event, Lyoto the Dragon Machida against Mauricio Shogun Rua. Looking forward to this bout. Machida, the guy's been untouchable. I mean, literally. I mean, did he get touched in the fight against Tito Rashada or Thiago Silva? If so, it was very briefly. I mean, the guy is almost unhittable in there. I mean, undefeated in the UFC, light heavyweight champion. Hasn't showed any weaknesses, although he did get caught in that triangle late by Tito. But who knows? Maybe that'll be Shogun's key to winning the fight here. Anyways, Shogun, not the best performances in the UFC thus far in his first two. Gassed out hard against Sports and got taken out. Just didn't look all that good in the Mark Coleman fight. Granted, I really enjoyed that fight. Some people hated it, some people loved it. For the pure entertainment factor, I thought it was an exciting and entertaining as hell fight. Maybe for all the wrong reasons, but whatever. And then Mauricio looked great in his last fight. Pretty much schooling Chuck in a one-sided fight, as brief as the fight was. Got the takedown, got his back, ended up stopping Chuck with a punch and on the ground. Just looked really good. He looked more like his old self. So hopefully he's got acclimated to the cage. Hopefully he's over these knee injuries he's had, and hopefully he's back to the old Mauricio Shogun Rua. Now, do I think Shogun has a chance in this fight? Yes, I do. Reason why. Unlike Lyoto's past few opponents, Mauricio mixes in kicks. Guys like Tito, Thiago Silva, and Rashad, they're pretty much not one-dimensional, but they didn't mix in kicks and whatnot, which is something Machida does. Shogun does, so he's got an advantage in that sense that he has a overall more well-rounded game than those guys, in my opinion. He's also got the black belt in jiu-jitsu, but I just think the fact that he uses kicks both to the legs and the head will be beneficial to him, because he could try to kick at Machida, something no one else has really been able to do successfully. Also, he knows how to defend kicks. Something Lyoto uses effectively, body kicks and kicks to the legs and even to the head. So hopefully Lyoto's practiced up his defense for that. Shogun's a very aggressive fighter. Machida, as we know, for the most part, is very elusive, more a counter fighter. That could definitely play against Shogun. If he's overly aggressive, he can get caught. I think on the ground, Shogun's got an advantage. They're both good at jiu-jitsu, but I think Shogun's a little bit better. He showed some good jiu-jitsu skills in the past. I don't know who's got the better takedowns. I could see either guy getting takedowns throughout this fight. Cardio-wise, not for sure. Shogun's cardio has never been his strong suit. We've never really seen Machida go too far. He went the distance in the Tito fight. Didn't seem to be too gassed there, but Tito never really pressed him too hard where he had to be worried about it. If this goes in the later rounds, I really don't know who has a cardio advantage. Look forward. Hopefully it does go in the later rounds, though. But, you know, in all honesty, I'd probably like to see Shogun win. Just because I'm an old Pride fan, you know, diehard Pride fan. Even though I wasn't a Shogun fan back then, I was a Rampage fan. But it's hard to pick against Machida. The guy, like I said, he's looked unstoppable, unbeatable, unhittable, untouchable. And it's just hard to pick against a guy like that. I've seen no weaknesses from him at this point. Possibly submission defense. Hopefully Shogun will get a test at. We'll see. But I just don't... It's just hard to pick against a guy that you haven't seen in any kind of trouble thus far. So... will he get a stoppage or will it go to a decision? That's the only question I have, you know. Not that I don't think Shogun can't win this fight. He can catch Machida in a submission, a leg lock, a triangle, you know. He can maybe stun Machida. We never really saw Machida's chin tested. We've never really seen him get hit. Who knows? Maybe Mauricio's be able to lock on that old Muay Thai shootbox style he used to in the past, and maybe he'll be able to put some knees to Machida's head and body. Hopefully, I just want to see Machida tested more than he has in his past fights. But I'm going to go with Machida to win this fight for the reasons I said. I haven't seen any weaknesses. Shogun does have weaknesses that are easy to exploit, like I said, especially with his over-aggressiveness. So I see this fight hopefully going into the later rounds. I hope it goes into the later rounds. I hope it goes at least a third round. But if it could go to the distance, I hope if it does go distance, it's not a boring fight. But I'm going to go with Machida to win this, let's say by a decision. But I'm looking forward to the fight. Probably be back on Sunday to give my thoughts afterwards. But until then, y'all, I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, real quick. I don't know if anyone else plays it. I play UFCFantasy.com. I have a few people in my league. They don't really play it as much because they're not hardcore fans of myself. But if you want to join my league, you know, feel free to. If you beat me, all you're going to get is bragging rights. But if you get in the top 100, or I think the top 50, or I don't remember, you get a prize. I won one time. But unfortunately, the prizes I got was a way too small tap-out shirt. I just gave it to one of my little cousins. And UFC DVD, it was Liddell versus Vitor Belfort. Unfortunately, the DVD has issues. It skips a lot. I don't know. So maybe not the best prices, but if you want to join my UFC.com fantasy, let me know. I'll send you the link or whatever. But like I said, I'll be back on Sunday. But until then, y'all, I am out.